Hi, welcome back to the shop. Good to see you again. This week we're going to turn this block that we faced off and made suitably square last week into a standoff for an XLR USB connector. So let me get this machine ready and I'll go through what we've got to do. Right, this is a standard sort of size of connector called an XLR. It's used in the audio industry, and I like these because they're standard. They're relatively easy to get hold of. They're sort of uniform. The whole world is the same. However, in my panel, I don't, because I need to put a right angle in it, I don't have enough depth in the panel from here to here to clear the cable. It only comes to about here, so I need to make a standoff, and that's what this whole operation is about. Just making a excuse me, a standoff of 15 mil, I think it is, to just push this connector forward, so that I've then got clearance on the bottom of the cable in the box. Come on. There you go. There you go. Her who must be fussed. She must be hungry. Hey? You hungry? You bad cat. Very bad cat. Right then, so this is the model of what we're going to do. It's a really simple piece. There are only 3 tool changes in it. Oops. And this is the operations we're going to go with. We're going to face it to start with, just to take the stock down and make it look pretty. Then we're going to go in and make a pocket, and once we've done that, we're going to remove the remaining piece. With this pocket I've left, I think 0.2 or 0.1 of a mil, what's that, 26,000, something like that, 0.1, I whatever. I'll put it on screen. So we leave a little bit of material with this operation because we're going down in steps. We're not going down continuously to the bottom. We will leave ring marks on the wall. So this contour here will go down to the bottom and round the periphery of this hole, in order to take all those marks out. Then we come around the outside and rough it out, again step down, and then we go around again with the same thing, because this will leave marks at every height. We're going to go round again at full depth to get rid of those marks. Then there's a tool change. Then we're going to put a chamfer around the edge. Then we're going to chamfer the hole in the middle, and then we're going to chamfer those holes. They're drilled rather than chamfered. I'm going to drill them with a spot drill to take them down far enough to leave a little chamfer. And then finally, there's the drill. So there's 2 sizes of hole, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. Anyway, that's the order of operation. So let me post the code, and I'll see you over at the mill. Right, here's a quick tip. My origin point, G54, is the centre of the top of the stock. So I've put a cross on to mark the exact centre. This is quite a bit bigger than it needs to be, so that's not doesn't matter if you're out by a couple of mil in any direction. However, this I think is a good tip. The height of this is 25 mil, which is an inch. And we're going to machine down 20 mil. So if I mark, these Jenny calipers, odd leg calipers for those who don't know, are set to 20 mil. So if I mark a line across the stock, when I put that in the vise, as long as I don't clamp it in the vise above that line, I know I'm not going to crash the tool into the vise. Okay, we're over at the vise. I've got these parallels, which will give me just enough, hopefully, grip on the part. and hopefully you can see that we're well clear of the tool maximum depth, so we shouldn't run the tool into the vise. There we go, that's firm. Hopefully that's not going anywhere. Let's find the centre. Okay, that looks close. I've found using a mirror, this is difficult for you to see, but not so bad for me. I can see whether or not I'm properly lined up, and I'm not. That's spot on that way, and we're close enough that way. So that is X and Y. Z will have to do with the proper tool. Just for my own peace of mind, I like to zero all of the axes, including Z, although we haven't set Z, so I know where I am. Right, this is the tool we're going to use, tool 7, which is a 6mm aluminium 2-flute from a company here in the UK called APT. So far they've been really good. I've chipped this one sadly, but it's still good enough for this. There we go. Now I have I can probably show you if I go config tool table and we go down to tool 7, 6mm 6mm 2-flute alley cutter, diameter is 6. I have an offset, so the height offset. God blimey, I got to touch the old DTs this morning. That's weird. Okay, so that's 81.1mm from the registered face on the mill, on the spindle to the end of the tool. So what I need to do is put in here tool 7, enter, and it's brought up the details of that cutter, so it now knows that to apply an 81mm offset. So now we can go back to the mill and set the tool at 0 on the top of the stock. Whoops. Right, my method for setting 0 is to, and I'm not entirely sure this is a sensible thing, but to get the cutter close, there you go, and just rotate it slowly. Once you've hit the surface, you'll leave a witness mark. There you go, there was the witness mark. Right, we're ready to go. I've done my usual trick, which is to run the code with the Z height set at plus 50mm so that I can check that it's all going to work. So here goes. Let's see if we can break a tool. eagle-eyed amongst you might well have spotted the fact that I'm trying to cut 5mm deeper than the flutes, than the length of the mill. So that's where this rubbish finish came from. Also, I don't know if you can see that very well, but the back didn't get machined at all, and I've worked it out. I need to reduce the overall contour by 0.03 of a millimetre. Bloody close, but I'll repost the last code, go up 5mm, go down 5mm less, and reduce the overall size by about 0.5 millimetre or so. This is plenty big enough. Yeah, pleased with that. That's chamfered very nicely. I'm going to drill the holes off camera on a drill press, because I don't want to accidentally drill into my parallel, so I'll just do them by hand. However, I am going to just run this face mill over the top just to give this a nice finish. So I'm going to take the merest, like, 1/10 of a mil off, which I'll do off camera and then show you the result. So I'm going to just face off the top again, drill my holes, tap the holes, then come back to the mill and deck the bottom off, so to finish the part off. So bear with me. There we are. That's it so far. I've finished drilling the holes and I've tapped the M3s. These are going to be tapped M4, but they're going to go through from the back, so I'm not going to do them just yet. So all that remains is to put this back in the mill and take the top hat off. Quite chuffed with that. It's come out really well. The only thing is, I don't know what's happened there, but it's left a mark. That was at the back, so I couldn't see it. So I didn't know it was there until I took it off. Otherwise, I might have been tempted to just run the cutter across there. But yeah, that's good enough. So back to the jolly old sile. Okie dokie. Yep, it's difficult for me to get the camera in at the right angle because the door is in the way, and this is quite a short tool, so there's not a lot of space underneath it. So like last week's video, I'm going to program this entirely by hand. So M3 speed, let's go for 1,000 on. M8, which is coolant. G1, Z minus 1. Take a millimetre off and see what that looks like. And then G1, X minus, we're at plus 45 at the moment, so minus 45 will take us clean out the other side at a feed of 30. Now let's make that 40. Go. Right, here we go. Finished. The holes have been drilled and tapped. Here's the XLR holes line up pretty perfectly. So all that remains is to get that fitted. It's going to go here above the stop switch. I've checked I've got enough clearance through the panel, and there's nothing on the inside to get drilled into, so just eyeball that roughly the right place. I've still got Still get my finger in to turn the monitor off. So let's put the mounting holes in. Use a couple of drills as position markers. There we go, that's close enough. There we are, finished. Moment of truth. Hey, open view. Brilliant. Thanks for watching, do appreciate it. Do leave a comment down in the doobly-doo, and please hit the subscribe and the bell icon. I think they're the other way around. And I hope you enjoyed making this little USB extension here. It works a treat. So yeah, it makes it so much neater if you can just plug stuff right into the front of the panel. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.